getting into the post side of things, you have dabbled in both kind of sound effects recording, dialogue editing. Again, you said you like working with actors, and it's obviously gone into the ADR sense. How did you kind of, what was the reason in circling the areas first, and kind of what were you always trying to progress towards? Was there a certain direction that you were going to?
I think the main thing for me has always been the script and the characters. And when you start out in doing post, and it's all about effects, and it's about going out and recording the best noises, something fresh and new, things that libraries I try to avoid as much as possible, and so we tend to do a lot of recording straight off the bat. And so once we get the sort of effects design going, which is the not only the obvious, but after we get the obvious down and creating the sort of the nuances of what each world should sound like, including atmospherics, I then really flip it and start looking at the thematic structure of the story itself, and obviously the characters. So that's where I then pick up a good slice of the post time and start to really aim towards dialogues. It's always got to be king, and so the benefits of that is once you see what you can clean up, what you can use from the location and the production sound, you start to sort of go, okay, where can we increase the dramatic power through character? And of course, it starts to lean towards ADR and crowd recording and putting human beings in the story, because this is the reason why we write the scripts, why we make movies and TV, and it's all about the human experience. And if you don't have that human experiences, people aren't going to really care. It doesn't matter how groovy the visual effects are, or the cinematography, or the costumes, or whatever. People get pretty sort of used to that, and kind of get a little bit sort of bored of it pretty quickly. So I think that once you find that character-driven pathway, you can start to open up the stories in places where you can really help the filmmaking team, the director, to see a bigger vision that may not have been captured on the day. Also, what that does is by going into the ADR room and working with the cast, you get a bonus there. You get a connection throughout post with the director, so you understand their vision and what they were trying to do from the outset, from the first time it was on a page through to where we are right there. And then, so you're getting all that feedback, which you normally, in a lot of cases with schedules and things, you're not getting a whole lot of time with the director unless you're in the ADR room. And the other side of it is then you bring the cast in and what they see when they are now sort of examining the picture edit of any given scene and the continuity of performance and what they can achieve to lift it once again. So I find that very, very exciting, and it's a tricky collaborative step that you've got to take before you hit a mix, and the final mix, and all of a sudden the director is seeing a whole new experience